So I'm going to be doing a YouTube response video to a movie called City of God. Um, it's a 2002 Brazilian crime drama film. Um, it's probably one of my favorite films out of all the films in the class. Sorry about the noise in the back, but yeah, it's one of my favorite movies, probably of all time even. Um, it's really interesting to watch. It's very smart and it's beautifully shot. Everything about this movie is awesome. From the characters to the settings to the camera work to the script, everything that happens in the movies, it's attention grabbing. Um, so basically, it's about these kids that grow up in the city of God, which is a suburb of Rio de Janeiro, and it's a very poor area. So a lot of the kids resort to joining gangs and robbing, stealing, and things like that to make money. And their ultimate goal is to eventually move out of the city of God. And basically, it centers around a kid named Rocket and some other kids named Lil Dice, Knockout Ned, and Carrot. Well, Carrot and Knockout Ned aren't really kids, but they eventually become a big part of the movie. So basically, uh, it centers around the kids and how they grow up and they take different paths. And Rocket, for example, he's not very much into the gang life, so he tries to find some odd jobs to make money, like he works in a supermarket, but he's constantly bugged by the manager and by the kids that live in the town, and he eventually gets fired because his manager thinks that he's part of gangs and things like that. So a bunch of these kids, they're involved in gang activities and they steal and they cause a big ruckus and things like that. So um, they're basically just runts. And the other character, Lil Dice, it's a lot about him as well. He's basically another poor kid that really wants to make a lot of money, so he decides to start taking over the cocaine business in the city. So he basically kills off a whole bunch of coke dealers and takes over their territory. So he becomes one of the biggest cocaine dealers in the town, in the city. Um, so basically, the movie is mostly centered around Lil Dice and his gang versus another gang member, another coke dealer named Carrot, and Knockout Ned. There's two of them, and Rocket is kind of caught up in the middle of that, and he becomes a photographer. And as a kid, not many photographers can go into the city and report on things and take pictures. But so he has that advantage. So he goes ahead and he basically takes pictures of the gang members in their homes and on the streets with guns and things like that. And he basically makes Lil Dice famous in the city of God. And basically, at the end of the film, he catches all on videotape, all on camera, that Lil Dice has been working with some crooked cops, and he's been paying them off to continue his cocaine operation or whatever. So it's really interesting to watch. Um, it's I love the fact that it's so vulgar, and it includes these kids from a very young age, and it's something that we don't really see often in movies. These little kids, they start off maybe around 6, 7, 8 years old, and they're already toting guns and killing people in the streets and random people, like they just shoot and kill people for no reason. It's really interesting to watch, and it's just gives you an idea of what life in Brazil is like. It's so um, crime ridden, and they're not sensitive at all to killing people and ending a life, even if it's over some coke, or if it's just because there's a scene in the movie where Lil Dice basically shoots this kid in the foot. This kid's like 5 years old, and then he gets another kid, and he's like, if you want to join our gang, kill him or kill him. and it's no for no reason. And it's just crazy to watch, and it's very interesting. And there's a lot of gunshots, as you can see. There's a lot of vulgarity, drug use, things like that, and it's very enticing to watch. It's probably one of the greatest movies ever. Um, I love the music in it. Um, a lot of Brazilian samba music and things like that to go with the scenes. And they have some James Brown, like you see in the back. It's my man Benny dancing around, and it's an awesome movie. I really enjoyed watching it, and I like to watch movies like Casino, Godfather, um, other movies, like crime movies. So this one definitely fits that bill. It's very interesting, and I would definitely recommend it to other people. Um, so that's my review of the movie, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.